Hi, Eric. I appreciate your response to this, and it does take you step by step through different things to consider as reading an article. So it's a good thing to do at this part of the program to kind of look for what you should look for. Now, several things I noticed 2024, normally you want articles within 5 or 6 years of the date. And so 2024 couldn't be much more recent than that. Now, this is the DOI number, the Digital Object Identifier number. That's almost always present. And also, as you go into the Capella databases, normally the citation itself is there. So that's a good example of making sure you have that citation. When you do your own research, make sure you always keep all the information, because it's really bad when you go back to look for an article and forgot where you found it. Now, it's a peer-reviewed journal. And again, you can set your library searches at Capella. You can search for peer-reviewed only. And peer-reviewed simply means that before this was published, peers of this author, of people who also have expertise in this area, previewed it, reviewed it to make sure it was valid, the study was valid. It's not foolproof, as you can read articles in local presses, popular press about some peer-reviewed journal articles that turned out not to be valid. But it is the first safeguard. And then it's your critical thinking as you look at it that really is ensure whether or not it's a valid article. So it is the gender gap between male and female students, and also white adults and black adults. Now, this was a 22-year long study. Now, so it's like the research you're going to do, because you might research, see if there's a gap in a specific area, gender, race, ethnicity, social economic status, but you don't want to take 22 years to do it. So when you're thinking about your own dissertation gathering data, make sure it's a manageable period of time that you're able to gather data and then crunch it. Good article, good. Now, deeply rooted inequalities in the United States based on gender, race, and a component are found at the acquisition of student debt. So you also talk about making sure you have a larger context here. So it's not just isolated to this, but historically we can see this, painting that big context.